Greetings. So this is part two of our Battle of the Knights, the Night of Knights. We did Monday, last Monday evening. The Black Knight, White Knight, the Red Knight, who has died, and the Chevalier are all going at it here, and we have about 10 days left. And so I figured let's get this finished here before. Yeah, it took us about a week to get back to it, but here we are. So the Black Knight is here in the Borderland and has Survivor explore the caves and take cover. I think what I'm going to do is run the Black Knight to the caves. Again, exploiting take cover. That's 2 more points for him, 10.5 points, and that might be enough to lead him to victory. That's what we're going to assume. So he has an extra hide phase from the Cloak of Mists, and then move into the Borderlands, and he's going to be making his way to the ledges to get to the caves. The White Knight is up here and really has a little bit of a rough haul. As far as it goes, I'm most worried about the White Knight in terms of scoring. He was going for Dwarf Smith, but we've run out of time. We spent way too much time doing that. We'll never get back to the house or the guardhouse from the Lost Castle by the time we need to. So I think those points are gone. We do still have Woodsman, which is end of phase in the small campfire. We have Bury the Dead, which is to go here. So I think the White Knight will be, have we found the lair? But we found the lair. I think the White Knight will be taking a quick, and he's looted some treasures out of the lair. I think he goes down as quickly as he can to the small campfire, bury the dead, right? So, because he can then return to a dwelling, which is the campfire or the hunt lodge. I think he's going to try to get 2 points that way. So he is going to move 6-5. So move to 5. The Chevalier has find the lair. Like, she has find the lair as one of her goals here. So she's going to hide and search. And she also needs to do well, Flutter 1. Yeah, no, I think she also needs to go to get this last thing. What do you do when you get to explore the mountains? Your first move tomorrow may be a fly to an adjacent tile. Oh, that could be so good to get out of dodge. I think she's gonna try to find the lair first, and then we'll do the next thing next time. She's the most banged up, but she'll be fine, I think, for now. Trying to get this done before the end of the week. So that is 19. So let's get a monster roll for 19. And it is giants and trolls. That's probably good. I think we've run out of most of these things. The Chevalier goes. She's going to hide. Anything but a 6. She does, so she is hidden. And she's going to search, and she needs to find, get a 1 or a 4. 5 ain't going to cut it. That's 1. 2, come on. 3, done. Located. Lair is found. Bam. So she gets ++ lair. Oh, HSSS. ++ lair. And that is a card point. So she is up to 4th card point, 5th point overall. Locate lair. That's good. She has thief. Who does she not like? The company and the order. She does get 1, I think. No, she only had 3, so that's done. She is done. Does she draw anything? And the answer, I think, is no, because I think it's all done. Roar is 2 giants, and that's it. We have no more. So done and done. He goes down here, doesn't draw anything. The Black Knight goes 1-2, and we do get the tremendous troll at the vault. Done. And that's the day. Black Knight's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to ledges 3. He does get an extra hide. White Knight also trying to just get out of dodge. So the White Knight is going to go to Bones W here, or yeah, to Linden Woods. So we're going to move to the Linden Wood. And then what do we got to do? We have to search, right? So then he's going to do 4 searches. Bones W is, I believe, the ogres. We're not worried about the ogres so much. So done. The Chevalier is going to simply move to 1. That's going to score Explore Mountain, so that's good. And probably move back to the lair. Oh, well, we don't... right, it's first move tomorrow, maybe a fly to adjacent. So is there anything else we need to do there? There wouldn't be. There just wouldn't be. So probably hide, move, really. And of course, there's always an extra alert. So done. And we have to decide where we want to be in an adjacent tile. Explore Mountain will be done. Don't know. What to figure that out. So, okay. Let's get a monster roll for day 20. 6 bats. Nothing's going to show. The bats are all out or dead. They'll wander if they do. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We get ruins, but ruins doesn't catch anything. Chevalier heads up. Couple hides. And she is hit. Done. But Flutter would, again, catch bats, but the bats are all dead or out. Done. And the knight goes there, and he is searching, I believe, 3 times, right? And he does get a locate result. Yep. So he's got the bones that he needs to find. So I'm going to tip that on its side. And he needs to get back to a dwelling. But he is done. And that is it. She does explore a mountain, so that is true. That's worth 2 points. And that gives her 6 card points. That gives her 7 points and rockets the Chevalier into 2nd place. She does get 10 gold and learn all passages on the tile. So that gives her 33 gold. That might actually kick her up here a little bit. It does. It does. 2 and 1. So he has 7.5, and she actually rockets to 8. And there are the new standings. Elven Crafter in the Lost City. So, I think it's day 21, and the question is, what are we doing? So keeping in mind that we're going to get some resurrections and some returns of the monsters back to the appearance chart. So the question is, does the knight want to barrel in? He does have an extra hide, so he could move and move into the caves. I think we're gonna. So done. Because remember, he also can take cover, so he has a buffer there. The White Knight has found all the things they want to find. They're gonna go 1, 2. It's a little bit crappy because you're gonna waste some moves here because you can't go 3 into the den because that's a cave. You can only get 2 moves when you're not in a cave. So I do think we will rest, although we don't need to technically we get an extra rest, I believe. Yeah. So we've rested a long time ago. So this should be back by now. I mean, we'll just hide. I don't think there's anything else to do. Actually, we'll spell X and spell to flip over our white tile. Done. Our white magic. Chevalier is going to take a fly out of there. Probably a hide first and then a fly. And the question is, where is she going to fly to? She's going to fly to the Curse Valley. And then the thing is, I don't know where she's going to end up. She could end up here or here, right? If she does, so be it. She could end up here. She doesn't really have anything else to do. So she is going to rest twice to get some of her stuff back. Done. Looks like day 21, there's gray magic in every clearing. We've got 2 dice to roll, 3 and 3. So literally nothing comes off the board. That is the absolute least interesting possibility for the characters. So she flies here, and she goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 4. So she lands there. And she is done. She rests 2 times. I'm going to bring back the wounded chits first. He's going here, hidden or not. Let's see. Yes, hidden. Goblins would be the worst version of this. Nope, Flutter 2 is... It's all dragons is going to be the only thing that shows up in the caves. So he has gone 2 into the caves. So he did 1 and he did 6. So White Knight goes 1, 2, and then is going to rest. Well, did rest. Spell X and spell. Going to flip that guy. Done. That's the week. So very, very short week. And I expected this. I didn't stream this, by the way, because I expected it to be pretty short. And didn't want to be like, hey, I'm streaming for 40 minutes. I may have figured we start a whole new game if we were going to do that. So we do have last week here. So the last possible week. Are these bash cars still, did they get... we just drew it, I believe. So I think these are all still up. We get 1, 2, 3. The keep is in a random clearing. 6-1. Deep Woods 1. So the keep is there. Who has taken up residence in the keep? Roll a d6. We get 4 woodfolk. So the woodfolk moves into the keep. That's their garrison. They remain there the rest of the game. They no longer prowl. Oh, I see. This is a messed up. Darn it. Let's go look up the keep here. Yep, this needs to be a little smaller. We must not have reprinted this. So sorry about that. So the keep becomes for 1 to 4, which is what we got, the group moves into the keep, it becomes their garrison. They remain there the rest of the game, no longer prowl. So 5 doesn't matter anymore. 6 doesn't matter anymore. Regardless of the denizens here, the first hero to successfully trade, hire, or loot scores the VP. So the keep is there. The woodfolk move in. So now it's a dwelling for them. And if you happen to, to trade or loot from there, you get a VP. Trade, hire. The elf woodsman appears in the small campfire, but there's no points for him. He is essentially a pathfinder. All passage paths he can get you onto. Monastery. The monastery is going to appear. Random clearing. Ruins 4. And the Pathfinder is in the small campfire with... Okay. That sets up our last week here. So again, I think the Black Knight is trying to get these 2 points. In the meantime, he could pick the Crone up, because Crone is lost, and then pop right off to the keep. So I think he can get 3 points out of this. So he's going to go hide, move 4, move 2. Extra hide, move 4, move 2. And that's going to do, so that's move 1, move 6. So that's going to get him 2/3 of the way through the caves. The White Knight is going to, oh gosh. So goblins would be bad. Goblins would suck. But I think we're just going to have to make a run for it. So we're going to move in the cave. Done. Chevalier has to make a decision as to what she's doing. And she's in the lead, but it's very tenuous right now because she's not scoring any points this last week unless she finds something to do to score the points. She could try the keep. She's friendly with the woodfolk, so I think maybe that's the play. And there's 3 bats, so that's a little bit distressing. So I do think we go hide up there, try to do a search to skirt the bats. So hide, move, search. So this is a deep into the deep woods. There you go. Done and done. Okay. So this goes away. We roll monster roll. It's a 1, so dragons are going to pop for the very first time in the game. So that could be a mess for a lot of folks. She goes to here. Is she hidden? She is hidden. Can she find... She needs a 1, 2, or 3 up here. Yes, she does. So she finds 3, 6 deep woods. That is good news. Smoke M pops. And that's these two. On her, actually. Excuse me. We go 1, 2. Nothing appears because no dragons. He goes 1, 2. Picks up the crone. He hid before that. So his hide roll, yep, done. So he is hidden with those 2. And that's going to be a little bit of a mess because he's going to get... Smoke is going to drop. Flutter will not. So we have a couple possible fights. Oh, and the Chevalier would have alerted because she would have alerted pretty much, right? Problem with the Chevalier fighting those two is simply that can't auto hit them. Just can't do it. So I think she's gonna round 2 this. She's gonna round 2. Play that there with, of course, that weapon because that's do heavy damage. If she gets it to line up, she'll fight the other one. 3 doesn't line up. Combat's over. Okay. I mean, it's, not terrible to fight those. Oh, and I think the Black Knight's just going to kill this thing. So the Black Knight is going to ready weapon. Like that. Play this heavy. If that thing flips, he doesn't kill it. But if it doesn't flip, so 70% chance to kill. Really plus the shit. No, so it doesn't line up. So it does go there. You want no flipping. And you get no flip. So we're going to undercut and kill it. So we do get an H dragon. For 5 more prowess, bringing him to 24. So I don't think that's going to change anything. But doesn't need to. It clears out that spot. Done. I think that's it. So that's the first day of the last week here. The day 23 coming up. So this is where it gets a little dicey. We're going to extra hide. We do have to do 2 searches done. Our White Knight is going to... move, I suppose, but we'll do 2 moves to the Hunt Lodge, I think. Yeah. So we will just move to the lodge. That is a dwelling, considered a dwelling, so we will score Bury the Dead here. Chevalier is going to move 6 to 1. So move 6, extra alert, move 1, hide. And we're going to trade with the wood folk and hope to succeed. And done. And that's it. That's where we're at. That's the goal. Bam, we get serpents and demons. That also has not come up much. So we're going to end up here. We're going to roll to see if we're still hidden. We are not hidden, so we don't get to hide. So we do get to trade, and we have to actually make a trade, though, I believe. Yeah, successfully trade. So successfully buy something, sell something, whatever. We're going to get the Poultice of Health. So we're going to roll on the Poultice of Health. We are friendly. Four, price times 3. That'll be $6. We're going to buy it. We're down to 27 gold. Which does switch these around again, weirdly enough. But gives us another point, and so 7. We're 8 points to 8.5. Little bit of a crappy. So this has been scored already. Done. And we do get the Poultice, even though we don't super care. I don't think anything appears, right? Because it's serpents and demons, so nothing. So we are good. White Knight. 1, 2. Gonna pop Bury Your Dead there. That's his second card. For 7.5. So the White Knight tightens this score considerably. And he does get something out of that. He's going to take, I think he just takes the $5. There's no one there to, he takes the gold tooth. He now has $20. Lost pouch. Interesting. Who is the lost pouch for? Roll a d8. Just the d8. For the rogues. Could just open it, get 3d6, and you're just hoping that puts you over the line there. Black Knight hides. He fails, so he is unhidden right now. Gonna search 2 times. Needs a 3, 2, or a 1. That's a fail. This is gonna be where his game does. Oh, he gets it. So he finds 2 to 3 in the cave. That's actually super lucky. Nothing appears, and that is it. Black Knight has 2 more tiles to get through. Extra hide, move. Should get Explore Cave. And that should be worth 2 more points. And that'll take them into a good spot. Who scored the raids before? He did on the third day. So we can give him the amulet, for instance, and score that point. So I'm going to do a quest phase. Oh, uh-oh. We're going to do a quest phase. Move, I think, to the camp. The scamp. That should score us Woodsman. So that's a point. We'll get 3d6 gold. That's going to be possibly points. What else can she score? I suppose she could score the monastery, but that's a little dangerous with those trolls there. The crone is picked up. I think the warlock has been scored, so he's done. $24. He's looking for 24. So this sort of sucks. I don't have a good place for her to go now to get something done. Well, I could say this. Doesn't like the company, doesn't like the order. Neither of those is super accessible at the moment. The Elven Crafter is not super accessible. The Thief not good. Shrine is. So I say at the end of the day, I think she would have turned in her stuff. So after the fact, end of day, let's turn in her cards. Big game doable. Fine weapon is maybe doable. Snake Charmer, maybe. Let's see. Big game. Find weapon. Snake Charmer. Okay. So what is that big game? Probably medium. So we're gonna score big game medium. Done, and I think we go after the ghost. It's super close. So 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna hide, extra alert, move, and move to the ghost. All right, excuse me, that was day 24. Sorry. This is goblins, wolves, octopus. 1, 2, 3 is where we're going. But we also do a quest phase, and we roll 3d6. This is how much gold's in there. 10. He gets 10 gold. Having like an allergy attack. I apologize. So we got 30 gold. That puts him momentarily in the lead. So that totally changes all that crap. The White Knight shoots to 9.5 because he didn't have any gold points before. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. He gets 7.5. And he's down to 7 points. The White Knight steals points off of both of those guys. Lost Pouch goes away. The rogues dislike us now. It's his move. Black Knight goes 1-2. And is trying to hide, of course. And he does. Even with the penalty. He hides. He gets his cave done. Explore cave is going to be complete. It's going to be 2 because that is 2. He's up to 9.5. So it is a tie. Oop, nope. Yeah, 9.5. It is a tie. It absolutely is. Oop, not +9. Gosh darn it. Oh, God. Oh, notepad. All right. Let me fix my notepad. Good enough. Can you see it? You can see it. Okay, perfect. Good. Score is done. So yeah, so we are tied now, it looks like, for first place. He gets a shielded lantern. I'm just gonna shrink this down as an item. Done. He gets lost pouch. Ooh. And who is that pouch for? Bash cards. I don't think anything shows up. Our guy here goes 1, 2, 3. I think they're trying to hide. They do. They've alerted. Done. We have one fight coming end of day. Now, the nice thing is, so the weapon's alerted because we alert. As long as this thing doesn't flip, we are going to get an undercut. So 5 drops him to there. No flip. We undercut, do medium damage and kill. We have to fatigue one of these guys, and so we will. This weapon becomes unreadied. And so all of a sudden, we're just going to play that. Like that. We're going to not cover our move because they will hit first before us. Looking for a 1 or a 4. 5. He slips down 1. Does he flip? He does. He does light damage to the breastplate and does nothing. And now we are ready to go here. I would love to. We're probably going to play just like this. Since our attack now will hit first if it matters. So we're looking for a 1 or a 4. We get a 1, so he does line up. No flip. We're going to kill the ghost. Done. That's 2 ghosts for 6. So 6 prowess. Bringing us to a whopping 9 prowess. But you do have big game at least trophied. We have to fatigue something. We're going to fatigue that. It is the next day. Black Knight. And there's no chance we get to the rogues. There's no chance. So we're just going to do a quest phase. So we're going to do an extra hide, a quest phase, and a move phase, I believe, is my guess, to get out of the cave. We could use to bring the crone to a dwelling. So probably here. Okay. White Knight. Trying to get to the small campfire. Oh, we did. We did get to the small campfire, right? So we did get Woodsman. So that's going to be another point. So he's up to 3 now because he did end a phase in the small campfire. I believe that's 10 points. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half points. Indeed. So the White Knight, again, takes the lead. And he is slightly friendlier with the natives there. Sure. Which I don't super care at the moment. But yes, he is friendlier with the Bashkar. He has Diplomat now. Uh, 25. What's day 25 look like for the White Knight? I don't know where we can score him more points at this point. I suppose pickpocket, maybe? And any phase with a rogue, he steals from you, flees into the nearby clearing, move yourself on the top of him, and then perform a speed check, which is move asterisks. If you fail, the denizen returns to his spot, you lose that much gold. If you catch him, you fight him and defeat him. So we could burn 4 asterisks. Okay, I think we're doing it. So we move to the inn. And then we move out of the inn, so into the valley. We'll hide. And hope to get that test done. Because otherwise you lose money. And that is actually going to potentially harm us. So we got big game done. We need Slither to find a weapon. Snake Charmer. We don't have, there's none. None out. So the worst part is once the Chevalier does this, I think she's almost done. Like, I don't know that there's anything else she really can do to score points this last week. maybe get some kills, but I don't know. Monastery, if you're hidden. 1, 2, 3. She's gonna go 1, 2, 3. She's gonna hide and go 1, 2, 3. Hide. Extra alert. Move, move, move. Keep. Should score. Big game. Let's see what we got here. It's an eventful last week, at least point wise. Giants, trolls. Ooh, we're gonna get some trolls moving. I could see that. Or maybe not, actually. So we're gonna go here, but we're gonna hide. Nope, failed. Nothing appears. We are going to score a big game. We're going to take a medium piece of equipment. That's going to be a shield. And is that it? Yeah, 1 VP. So 1 VP. So 8 cards. Wow, that's a lot of cards, man. And 8. Done. Earth Mover. Find elusive treasure from the cairns. Done. So the Chevalier is completed. I don't think anything moves because there's no giants or trolls there. The White Knight is going to go 1, 2. He invokes Pickpocket. This guy runs, and then he's going to go there. Black Knight. Hides, quests, and moves. So he does piss the bash cards off. He gets 9 gold. So did he quest phase, right? Yeah, so he gets 9 gold. 37. Just enough to eke out the spot. So these guys are trading points. Woods wise. Done and done. Yeah, he goes here. He's gonna try to chase this guy down. So these speed tests. Must fatigue move chits of equal to or less than the number listed. So 5. So he has to be 5 or better. So, ooh, I don't know. He's got 3. There you go. So fatiguing those gives him every 2 asterisks fatigued. So so the thing is, it's not going to matter. You don't need to fatigue both of those. You can just do 1. So you get 2 rolls, and you need a 3, 2, or 1 on the 2 rolls. You get 1 extra roll at all times. He does not catch him on the first try. Second try, this one's important. He doesn't catch him. So he fails pickpocket. The dentist returns it. You roll and lose that much gold. It's not a ton of gold. It's literally a roll, highest number. He loses 6 gold. He's down to 24 gold. Gee. So that was a calculated risk, and the calculation turned up back because now he is actually down to 8.5, and he puts himself in last place. So little shuffling there. He gets a tiny hut. He can put a visitor. I'm just going to discard it. Explore the crag. We're not going to explore the crag in this. All right. So where are we at? We have 3 days left. So I think we're going to go up to the Dark Valley. So he's going to go 1-2. The Black Knight is going to extra hide and then move into the valley. The White Knight, a little bit bummed. He needs to find goblins. So he goes back. We're here. Can we find goblins? We can find goblins. I think we're going to hide. Well, we're going to hide and go here. 1-2. And slow play, sort of getting that back. Can we see anywhere to score now? I think the cairns is a little bit far to get to. Earth Mover, find a weapon in Slither. I have no idea where Slither is. Snake Charmer. I mean, if we can find Slither, that would actually be helpful for both. But I just don't see that happening super fast. We do have ruins done, so we could go 1, 2, 3. And hide and hope to get to the... So hide, extra alert, move into the ruin, and we're hoping almost to get to the crag to see what we can do there. And it is, what is it going to be? Day 26. We got 3 days left. What's the monster roll on 3 days left? It is spiders and imps. So we're here. We have hidden. And we have nothing appears, and we are done. Black Knight's going to go there. Doesn't really matter if he hide or not. He is done. The White Knight is going to go here. He is going to be hidden. Yep, and he is. He does also rest. So we're going to flop this for that. And he is going to get the big old spider showing up here in the cairn. So you might also be able to get 60 points, 60 prowess, which I wasn't shooting for. But maybe you do now, because you got creatures to kill. And get 14, which is going to be 61. So that would be enough. You could, if you can make those 2 kills in the next 2 days, you can score an extra point. So I think the Black Knight is going to extra hide, move to the soldiers. He does like the soldiers. He'll at least trade to see what's what. don't really have anything. I mean, I could sell $4 worth of Cloak of Mist, I suppose. Or the Lantern. And technically he has a Lantern. He actually has a couple more. He had a couple more phases. But he's only... Yeah, no, he got that after here. So... so technically... And that's fine. I suppose I'm not too... concerned about it. So we're gonna get there, done, probably sell and try to get some cash, and I think he'll be done is my guess. The knight is gonna do exactly what we said. He is going to try to score some kills. But I don't know if they have a ton of time. If he could hide and then move to the borderland, but that's not enough time. He's not going to have a ton of time. So you would need some darn good luck here to get that. And then we have this gal here, and she is going to hide and move into the crag. Done. All right, that's it. Let's do it. Monster roll on the 27th, this penultimate day. 5 spiders and imps. Now that could be good for the White Knight, strangely enough. So the knight is going to hide. And he fails, and he goes there. And you're going to see the spider charge him. Done. This guy is going to go here, hidden or not hidden. Let's see. He is hid. She is hidden. Bones and altar in one. That is not what we want to see. Black Knight is going to go down to here. Turn in the crone. Oh. So that is the 6 card point for the Black Knight. And he's looking at coming out ahead here. He is definitely looking at his win right now. Done. And then he has 2 trades. He will look at what they have. Oh, they have 1 treasure. That's it. He doesn't want anything then. He's gonna just buy a shield or something. He'll roll on it. They're friendly. So sure, he could get a good price on something he does not want, and he is done. For the second trade, he's going to trade all his stuff away for $12 to your guys. So he's going to get $12. That gives him 49 gold. And I think he is retired effectively. Keeps him in the lead for gold. I think the Black Knight wins. I'm pretty sure. We have 1 fight to manage, I believe. And we're going to have to take this fight. We're going to have to do it. So we are going to... Now remember, we're hidden. So we do flip this bad boy. We're going to play a T5. Hoping to line up first. We don't line up. He shrinks down 1. So he's now on our sheet. If he gets a hold of us... So that's the first round, and nothing has happened. So I am going to play an H6, and we're going to play a T5, just cuz, and we're going to let him hit us and take the wound. He does not line up, He goes, he hits us. We go, we miss, of course. So he does hit us. He's going to wound us. Doesn't damage the armor, but he does wound us. We're going to wound that chit. Or no, we're going to wound this chit. And he flips. Now we're just going to play that. And that is going to get us the kill. Before he lines up, our attack goes first. We do tremendous damage and kill the spider before he kills us. Don't even have to play a move, really, in that case. So we get a tremendous spider for 6. And that's going to give us 53 prowess. We didn't find Slither. We're not going to get any snakes. I think the Chevalier is also done, really. All we're doing now is the knight. We're going to hide. Oop, the knight needs to hide. Move to the troll. It's the last day. We have gold magic in every clearing. 1s and 4s pop. That means a lot of stuff comes off the board. Technically, the owlbears come back. No one else matters, pretty much. Because she's done. There is nowhere else really to look for points. We are hiding. This is important. We do. We move here. Dank isn't going to draw. Howl doesn't draw. The Vault is going to draw. So we will get a tremendous troll. So I think he gets his point. Slither will draw, actually. Slither draws. So we get a Slither here. Slither C. So yeah, this is an auto kill. Because the knight readies with this chit, kills it with this chit. And so that's 8 points for the knight. So he does actually eke out the bonus. So he gets 61 prowess, which we mark. And we mark that with the bonus. So he gets 3. And that gives him 9.5. But it is not quite enough for all that mess. And the Black Knight ultimately wins 11.5 to 9.5 to 9. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been Magic Realm. This is our Knight of Knights, our battle of the heavily armored two-handed weapons. Not all, but some. We had some sword and board or mason board with the big two-handers. The White Knight doesn't quite come up, doesn't quite finish strong enough. The Black Knight does and carries the game, and that's it. Oh, we do have big scores at some point, right? I do have my Uber scores. I might as well put them on here. So the Black Knight scored 11.5, so 20 points total raw. And he gets 4, so he has got 6 points total. The White Knight, 1 game, 9.5 raw points, 3 points total. This is just the sort of pointless tracking of how they've done over time here. Chevalier with 9 raw points, 2 points total. And the Red Knight. I should have counted him from before. I thought he won one. And we didn't count him. scores -1 points in this case, and 1 point technically total. So that's where they stand now. Although I think I missed a game for the Red Knight, but I didn't think we were going to count him in this. So that's my fault. If I can look it up, I'll look it up at some point. So thank you all for watching again. I do appreciate it. Black Knight pulls it out, beating out the White Knight, the Red Knight, and the Chevalier. Have a good rest of your evening, everybody.